welcome back to Talking Pop Culture, and in this video we're reviewing Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. But first, Hoyts have brought back the tins, and this is the most beautiful tin that I've seen them bring out. Amazing. Have a look at that, and the lid, it's got kind of like a vinyl cover on it. Oh, amazing. Let's get into the review! I originally started off this video with a bit of a rant hitting back at all of the people that were hating on this film. The rant was going a little bit longer than I expected, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to make that into a different video. So be on the lookout for that one. Now I'm going to get into my review and tell you why I enjoyed it and why I feel this is the best film post-end game. I loved how in the first 5 minutes they get the whole tribute out of the way for Chadwick Boseman. They're like, yep, unfortunately, this man passed away. Let's mourn him. Let's celebrate him. And then let's get on with the film. So let me just tell you about the things that I loved most about this film. And firstly, it is the story. I can't understand how people can hate on this story. This story was just a roller coaster ride of emotions. Wakanda is without their king and the Black Panther. And the rest of the world can see that they're vulnerable and they want to get the vibranium. And while these countries are trying to find the vibranium, Namor is afraid that they might discover Talokan because Talokan is built with vibranium. And that's what makes the story so good and so compelling, because Namor is just protecting his city, his people. And I don't blame him for wanting Wakanda to go and get the student Riri, who is Ironheart, to get her to try to kill her because she's building the machine that can discover the vibranium. And of course the Wakandans aren't going to allow them to kill a young girl, so they try to save her and bring her back to Wakanda, which then causes the war between Talokan and Wakanda. And while that is happening, Shuri is trying to deal with the death of T'Challa. She's mourning, she's upset, she's angry, and she wants to see the world burn. And the thing is, Namor heard her say that to the mother, so he thought, he wants to see the world burn, so it's going to be easy to manipulate her and get her to join me, and we can burn the world together. And that just brings me to the standout of this movie. It is Namor, hands down. Namor is fucking brilliant. I want more of Namor. He in this film is the next best villain after Thanos. You can argue and debate as much as you want, but he is such a vicious, mean, badass motherfucker. And it's nothing like Aqua, bro. Yeah, we run seahorses down here in Atlantis, bro. Aqua, bro. Nothing like that crap. And hey, DC fans, before you complain and argue, I'm a fucking hardcore DC fan, man. Let's be honest, mate. Talokan looks a lot better than Atlantis, and they actually ride killer whales and actual sea creatures, not made up bullshits. And I know Atlantis is meant to be some fantasy bullshit, but hey, I like Talokan a lot better than I did Atlantis. Which brings me to the cinematography. It is just beautiful. Everything in this film just looks absolutely amazing. And then the Black Panther, Shuri. Like I said, I did originally start this video off with a bit of a rant. It went for a little bit long, so I'm going to do a separate video hitting at all the people hating on this. The way they make Shuri the Black Panther in this is hands down the greatest way and best possible way you could have done it. They could have just done the easy route, made a Black Panther without telling a compelling story. They could have did that, but they didn't. They made you feel for this girl. Let's be honest, originally coming into this film, I didn't want to see her as Black Panther, but as the film progressed, my God, did I want her to be Black Panther. And as much as I didn't like the Killmonger scene, and the reason I didn't like the Killmonger scene was because it felt out of place. Like, his whole gangster act worked good in the first one, but him acting, with that whole gangster act in Astral Planes, it just didn't work. But I understand that she had to see him and had to confront him and have him saying, listen, do you see where I was coming from? You gotta kill this man. You gotta do this shit. You gotta protect Wakanda the best way you possibly can. And yes, the ending is just whole cliche. She was just about to kill Namor. She's got the possibilities. But then she realizes Namor is doing the same shit that she is doing herself. They're just two people trying to protect their country from the outside world. I dead set cried throughout this film. And you know why I cried throughout this film? Not because I'm a big pussy. And it's okay to be a big pussy. It's okay to have emotions, man. It is fine and okay. Nothing wrong with that. But it was emotional because the soundtrack was perfection. Every song represented every moment with perfection. It wasn't out of the place, crappy music. Like, I'm just going to use the example, Black Adam, because he watched a Western film, he's having a standoff and then all of a sudden plays Western film music. No, the songs suited these scenes and gave you just true emotions. And that's what I love about films. People can sit there and say, 2 hours, 45 minutes, this film dragged, the story was crap. No. Just like you're going to see in my rant video, you just love action and explosions. Me, I love the drama. I love stories that really tug on your heart, and that's what this does, not just because of Chadwick Boseman's passing. I even cried during a lot of Namor scenes, especially the scene when he comes up to the land to bury his mother and the house is built and there's all the slavery and he just loses his shit. I cried during that part because it's emotional. You know what I mean? You felt the emotions of Namor. That's what this movie does. Every character, you feel what they feel. And then before I get my rating, the post-credit scene. Man, Prince T'Challa. We have T'Challa's son, named after him. Therefore, people, understand, Shuri is just going to stay as the Black Panther until the kid gets older to become Black Panther. So, for all people that are hating on Shuri being Black Panther, you're going to get your wish in the future and have a T'Challa as Black Panther. Personally, after this film, I'm quite happy to see Shuri carry the mantle for a very long time. My final rating, coming out of the movie, because I was messaging my mate, he was saying, what's your rating? I said, dude, I just came out of the movie right now. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. However, I said, let me get home. Let me digest everything I watched. And I'm going to give it the final rating of a 9 out of 10. Now, be sure to keep out an eye. In the next couple of days, I will have a bit of a rant hitting at these haters of this film. And hey, if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. Once we hit 500 subscribers, going to give away a bunch of books. I'm going to do a mystery comic box, Amazon gift card. And hey, if you enjoyed the review, please give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you soon with another video. Thank you for watching. Peace.